So the first slide is focusing on how to create a valid express trust. Now what is an express trust? Which we learned last week.
It is expressly declared that the legal title would be transferred to the trustee.
Okay, so basically the settlor has declared the intention of creating a trust. That is an express trust. Okay, so when you are creating a valid express trust, there are certain things to be satisfied. Similarly in contract law, so even a valid contract is formed, there are things to be satisfied. Likewise here also there are things. So the first thing is the capacity. Okay. Settlor must be a person who has the capacity to create a trust. Okay. So similar to contract law, here also we expect the settlor to be a sound mind person, a major, somebody above the age of 18, a mentally sound mind person, clear sui juris person. Then we have to ensure that the three certainties are satisfied. Okay. So three certainties means the certainty of intention, the subject matter, certainty of object. So the certainty of intention, subject matter and object. So we are going to study these in detail. So basically the certainty of intention means declaring that he has the intention of creating a trust. Okay, we have to study it in detail. So basically I just mentioned what it is. Certainty of subject matter means what sort of a property is kept on trust. Okay, what will be giveaway on trust. Okay, the subject matter, the property. Then certainty of objects means there must be some clarification, an exact clarification. Who are the beneficiaries? Okay, the people who are going to hold the equitable title. So there must be some certainty with regarding to those. Objects means the beneficiaries. Then the third point, the statutory formalities. If there are, okay, generally speaking, under law of trust, we have the maxim, equity will look at the intent rather than the form. So that means equity is disregarding the formalities, but the intention must be there. However, despite that, there are some formalities that is necessary to be satisfied at certain points, not every time. Okay, for certain things there are certain formalities to be satisfied. For example, if the subject matter is a land, okay, if the subject matter is a land, if I have declared that I'm going to transfer my land on trust to so and so, since the subject matter is a land, there are some statutory formalities to be satisfied. Okay, but if I'm going to transfer my jewelleries, then there is no formality. Okay, finally the last thing here. Okay, I was going to scribble on the wall. Okay, glad that I remembered. Okay, then so the last one is trust must be completely constituted. Okay, trust must be completely constituted means the property. Okay, the property, the legal title that the settlor had should have properly vested in the hands of the trustee. Okay, properly constituted. Okay, so whatever the settlor had, this legal title the settlor had, this should have properly vested in the hands of the trustee. Just because that I have stated that for example, I'm stating that I'm going to I will transfer my jewelleries on trust to Tom to hold it for Bob. Okay, but if all my jewelleries are there in the bank locker, whereas I have not given any papers or any key or anything transferring that ownership. Okay, so just because I mentioned and just because I had the intention, there is no assurance that the subject matter or the title has properly vested in the hands of the trustee. Okay, so the constitution means that. So all these we are studying in detail as separate chapters. Okay, so basically just remember, in order to create a valid express trust, capacity, settlor's capacity is essential, the three certainties, the formalities and the constitution. Okay, clear?